Hello and welcome to this second part of the series installing a Linux system. On this one we're just going to look at which Linux should you install. I'm going to assume that because you're watching this set of videos that you've not used Linux before. Therefore, I would suggest that we use one which is quite easy to use. Okay, so it depends very much on the speed of your computer as to which Linux you should install. As we're going to be putting this on a virtual machine, on VirtualBox, then we do need quite a bit of memory and we do need quite a bit of available space. So, for a more powerful computer, if you've got more than 2 gig of RAM available for VirtualBox and you've got more than a 20 gig hard drive available for VirtualBox, and if you're running a second monitor, that monitor should be at least 1024 by 768. I would recommend actually 1280 by 1024 if you have it. Okay. The versions of Linux I would recommend for you are, if you want a sort of more geeky and nerdy version of Linux, one which is more true to Linux, then you can go for Ubuntu. Never install the very latest version because that's usually the one being worked on. Okay, so you always want the version that's the stable, what's called the latest stable version. Okay. If you want a version of Linux which is much more like Windows, and I think this is probably better for you, you're going to need a larger hard drive space available. You're going to need at least 30 gigabytes available if you have if you download this. And this has a desktop which is very like Windows. It can be made to look like Windows, and this is Linux Mint. Okay, if you have a less powerful computer and you don't have much RAM to give to the VirtualBox machine, so for example 1 gig of RAM, then I would suggest that you install Ubuntu-Mate or Linux Mint Mate. Okay, so where can you get this software from? Ubuntu is www.ubuntu.com. When you come here, you can go straight to Downloads and click on it, and click on Ubuntu Desktop. Okay, this will take you to this section, and you want the 1604 LTS, which is the current one. Don't go for the latest version. You always want to look at the LTS, which is the long-term support. Okay, it stands for long-term support. So you always need to go for the LTS version, and as you can see, it's giving you what you need to install it. You can just click on download and download the ISO to your hard disk. If you'd prefer Linux Mint, which is much more like Windows, you can click on Linux Mint. linuxmint.com. Okay. Here you can either download the Cinnamon edition, which is the full edition, or the Mate edition, okay, which is the light edition. If you click on the Cinnamon edition screen, you will see that it gives you the system requirements here. And for the Mate edition, you will have the system requirements are very similar. This is because it's quite a powerful desktop. Okay, and it uses quite a lot of memory. So to download, click on download. Okay, and then quite literally choose whether you want the 32-bit or the 64-bit. If your processor is a 64-bit, use 64. If your processor is a 32-bit, use 32. If you want the Mate edition is below. Okay, and when you click on it, you'll be asked for a mirror. Just select the mirror which is closest to you. So for example, if you're in the United Kingdom, then you could click on the University of Kent. If you're in the USA, well, you've got a much larger choice here. Okay, so all you need to do is click on that to download it. If you prefer the Ubuntu-Mate, then the website for that is ubuntu-mate.org. Again, all you need to do is click on the download, and as you can see, it gives you the details of how powerful your computer needs to be. Okay, it will run on a Raspberry Pi, but the 32-bit is ideal for low-powered computers. Okay, so quite literally just click on the one you want and select the version. Remember, go for the LTS. Okay, that's very important. Okay, because this is the supported version. Yes, I know 1710 is supported, but it's still under development. Okay, so be a bit careful with that one. Once it's finished downloading, we'll then look at burning the ISO to a USB stick or to a hard drive. Thank you for watching. My name's John, and I'll see you next time.